In the Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Welcome to the Palouse, home in Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies. Taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time today. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up. There he goes. No, he got loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At the 35, he's got room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got him in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he muffs it. It's loose.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover.
And the Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the toss. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
Open field on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He lost one down the sideline. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's in open space downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Keeps it and gets the first down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweep. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Knight. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 25. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Surging forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Washington right back to the line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun of it.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stone. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Finds his man. It's Rousseau. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To throw, it's Worthy. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. He'll keep it himself. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Worthy. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass. It's Knight. On the run, still looking. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Using his feet. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by just 1 over Ball State.
Looking to throw on first down.
We've got our eye.
He smashes his way through again. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down. They've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Trying play action. On the shuffle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Looking to pass. It's Worthy. Fires to the right. It's caught. Turning it on. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle